Hello, Sagittarius. I'm Michelle B, and I created an extended tarot reading for you over on Vimeo. That's about 25 to 30 minutes long. It's about 28, 29 minutes long. And yeah, so if you want to watch the whole extended thing, I clarify all these cards that I'm going to go over. It's down in the description. The link is down in the description box below. My tongue is a little bit tied this morning. Please forgive me for tangling up my words a little bit, but I'm doing my very best. Here we go. I'm going to just do a brief overview of what I found out from the reading that I did for you, Sagittarius. I'm titling this video, You're Just Doing You, right? Because I sense that there's, in the past and moving a little bit into April, there's a sense of just judgmentalism from people around you. And that's not to say you're not going to have a good month, but instead, in reflection of that, you're realizing I'm not going to please everybody all the time. So I'm just going to do me and try to stay high vibe, and the people that can't resonate with that are going to fall away, and the people that can be with me will stay with me, even if I'm not giving them my undivided attention all the time, because I've got to do me. I got to work on myself. So yeah, the two cards that I pulled out for what to embrace and what to leave behind, I got the Justice and the Two of Wands. My notes here are saying that momentum improves when you decide to do what you want to do in spite of others' judgment. See, there's you looking out into the world, thinking about what you can, thinking about all your choices, all your options. You're like, if anybody else can do what they want to do, why can't I? And that that person is holding their wands, which is representative of the fire, you being a fire sign, thinking that there are these things that light me up, but other people say I shouldn't be doing that. I should be giving them attention and working on their projects, and they're going to be mad at me or whatever. You got to do you, because you can't please everybody all the time. Now, these two cards, what to embrace and what to leave behind, they set the tone for the rest of the reading. So I'm reflecting back on those two cards for what to embrace and what to leave behind as I look at my three favorite aspects of our human life, which is your soul purpose, your prosperity and abundance when it comes to like your material resources, what you need in order to take care of your physical body, and also your love life. That's your relationships with other people. So for the soul purpose, I got two interesting cards. I got two reversed, the Ten of Swords and the World. Like I said, there are people that have been asking you to do a lot for them, even at your detriment, and they don't realize. I think a lot of this is that they might be so focused on themselves that they don't realize the kind of burden that you've been taking on for them. I go into full detail. Remember, this is almost a 30-minute long reading, so I clarify and go into further detail about how to handle all of these things to your, so that you can, be the best version of yourself and enjoy your life to its greatest potential. So make sure and check out that extended reading if you want to know more. But what the World being in reverse is also representative of cycles not being quite over yet. But in the past, there's a lot of victim mentality, and that's something that you held. It's, there was some of other people putting it on you, especially when you were a child, but it's also something that you've just been carrying with you, and you're ready to let it go. So you're nurturing yourself. You're like, what would give me pleasure now? Like, even if it's just doing me all alone, even if it's not working with other people. So you're like, what? In order to be able to uplift and enrich and encourage other people's lives, my cup's got to be full first, and everything that flows out of it, other people can have. So you're realizing that right now it's time to just take care of yourself. There's a train coming, and it might honk really soon. I can hear it coming closer and closer. Just a little warning. Here it comes. I live right by the railroad tracks. That's just the way life is for me. But I love the location where I live. It's right in downtown, and it's really fun. And it's a beautiful little apartment. I'm really happy with it. So there it goes. All right, BNSF. Okay, so anyway, yeah. You're working on filling up your cup. You're just doing you. as a result, other people will learn how to take care of themselves because they'll see what you're doing, and you're going to be like teaching other people how to take care of you, how to work on them first, how to work on yourself first before you try to help other people. So prosperity, your material resources, your abundance. We got the Seven of Pentacles. So right now it's all about being patient and just showing up for what it is that is meaningful to you when it comes to your work in the world, when it comes to the way that you bring in your resources. It's like taking stock. You see how he's looking out over what his harvest is? You're taking stock of what your skills are, what makes you valuable. And you're being asked to consider for the month of April to make sure and know what it is that you're good at, so that when opportunities come, you'll be ready to spring on them. Okay? If you're just going around kind of floating without any particular purpose, I mean, it's one thing to just let stuff come in, but it's quite another to not know what your value is. So you're being asked to take stock of all of that, be patient, and things are going to start moving. But it's like the fruit is filling and the harvest is imminent. It's going to be, the money's coming in very soon. So, or money, or the things that are really meaningful to you. For love, for your relationships with others. Now, I realize that there are a variety of different relationships that Sagittarius could be having on a spectrum, from in a committed relationship to not in a committed relationship, and right in the middle, wanting a committed relationship but not being in one, looking for one, right? So I look at those three scenarios, even though I realize there's all these other scenarios that people could be in. In the extended reading, you can choose the guidance that suits you best. I spend a good amount of time working on that. But then the overview card that sets the tone for the rest is the reversed Ace of Swords, and I'm like also looking at the reversed sword in the Justice card that we had at the beginning of the reading, and I'm reminded about that and saying, like, it might be challenging to communicate your needs with others. They may not be ready to listen, and that can feel a little bit unfair sometimes. Sometimes life's not fair. Sometimes you don't get to have justice. That's what the cards want you to say. Instead of worrying about what other people think about what you have to say, it is important. I'm saying it's challenging to communicate, but the communication is necessary. Just, keep it right in the middle of being empowered, like not don't be too soft, don't be too harsh. Just keep it right in the middle of being an empowered communicator for yourself. Do your best. And if other people aren't listening, you just do you. You just align with your own pleasure. It's not about getting pleasure from other people this month. It's about you empowering yourself this month. Okay, so this is where I leave off. I love you, Sagittarius. If you want to see that full reading, like I said, it's in the description box below, and you are going to have a good month. It's just all about you, giving yourself hugs, taking good care of yourself. I'll see you later.